Hello, Old South Church, and welcome to this edition of Spiritual Practices. I'm very happy that Catherine gave me the invitation to be a part of this series in the life of our church, and I'm happy to do it. The spiritual practices in the past few weeks have been all designed to help us have a closer relationship, a closer, more meaningful prayer life, or a more meaningful devotion life while we are in isolation. But I want to go in just a slightly different direction today. I want to invite you all to become ministers to someone else. Now, before you start telling me how you're not equipped to be a minister, let me help you out. If you thinking you cannot do this, it's so easy. Let me remind you of an old gospel song that I remember from years back. The song said, if you cannot preach like Peter and you cannot pray like Paul, you can tell the love of Jesus and say he died for all. Now that's a simple message from an old gospel hymn, but it's going to help me out in my argument with you today to help you be a minister. This is an easy task. And it's one that will benefit you, and it will benefit you as the doer, but it'll also benefit the person on the other end who is the recipient of your ministry. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3, 4. There are only 4 items that you need. You need a pen, good pen. I couldn't find my good pen, but this Bic will do. You need a piece of stationery. You need an envelope to put it in. And you need a stamp to put on the envelope. Those 4 items will get you started. It's as simple as that. Now, there is scriptural precedence for what I'm asking you to do because for this practice, because most of the New Testament were originally letters that were either written to a church as a body or to an individual to help them out. They were written to encourage or to correct a practice in the church. So let's leave the correction alone for now and just stick with the encouragement part of it. People at this time in our life, in the life of our country, our world, and especially in the life of our church as we are scattered to the winds all over New England and the world, people need encouragement. So let me show you what I have. I want to share with you something that how this has meant to me or what this has meant to me in my life. In this box are some of my most treasured items. In this simple box, I chose a beautiful box because there are precious things in here. So if I lift the top off, in this box, it is chock full of letters that have come to me over the years in my life. Letters from my father, letters from my partner, letters from dear friends all over the country and all over the world, really. A couple that really mean a lot to me are those 2 from my father. He wrote these in 1972 while I was a Air Force person in the Air Force overseas. Sent them to me by airmail. Remember airmail? Kind of silly now to look at that. And it only took 10 cents to send it to me from Appling, Georgia, all the way to Korea or to, this was when I was in England in the Air Force. But the beauty of these 2 old letters, they're stained with food stains and coffee stains and everything else and age. But the beautiful thing about them is that although my father has been dead for some now 15, 20 years, I can still read these letters in 2020 and can know beyond a shadow of a doubt that my father loved me, that he cared for me. He was interested in my well-being. He was interested in me making the right decisions in my life as a young man. So I read these today in 2020, and I'm totally rejuvenated again by the love that my father had for me. It's an easy process. In this box, there's also letters from friends. There are letters. This one is an old friend from Pennsylvania who just wanted to tell me that she loved me. There are letters from local people that have sent me things. This letter is just saying I was thinking about you today. Those kind of things. This box is precious to me. So I take them out every now and then and read them. They do me a lot of good. So what I want you to do today, I want to encourage you to do today anyway, is to start this ministry. Start with one next week. I've made it a promise to myself to do at least 3 a week. And I've stuck with that. But what I want you to do is start with 1 next week, and maybe you'll build up to 2 the following week, and maybe 3 the week after that. But this ministry that you're going to take on, I hope, will mean the world, like I said, to you. As you write, you'll be reminded of your great love for that person, your admiration for that person, your history together. But it'll mean the world to a person on the other end who goes to the mailbox and has that letter in it from you. I'm really excited about what this ministry can do in your life, your personal life, but also in the life of our church as we try to build up one another in the cause of Christ and the body of Christ, build up one another while we are apart. That's what Paul did in the New Testament as he wrote those letters. He wasn't there face to face with them, but he wrote letters to build them up in the faith. You can do this. You've got this. And I know you can do it. And I'm excited about the results we're going to see, not only in your life, in your personal Christian life, but in the life of our church as we become stronger and stronger in our isolation. God bless you as you start. Do it. You'll be blessed for it.